There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of two division leaders between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
The Yanks look for their 7th straight victory. Next, Garrett Cole will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners.
Next to hit is John Wiggins. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. So he creeps ever closer to triple digits as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead. So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year.
Hey, we got no one.
Next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Pitch is popped up. Odor over to his left. But it's the first baseman that gets there to haul it in. And that's the first out. So now here is John Wiggins off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up. Now here's the pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Racing back the right fielder. It is gone. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. I don't believe it. To right center, his second of the game, as the Yankees have tied things up. It's 2-2.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole. Hit to first. Scooped up. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So here is John Wiggins, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Hit sharply on the ground. There's Baez. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And stepping in, John Wiggins. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
Hey, we got nobody.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up.
And now here is John Wiggins. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
He's set and the pitch. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! Field, his third home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake. Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
14-3 is the final score in this one. The New York Yankees took the lead in the 4th and held on. About set for baseball now on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. This afternoon we've got an interleague pairing of division leaders between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Jamison Taillon will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Digging in next, John Wiggins comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come and try to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! John Wiggins has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Now at the plate is John Wiggins. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Next, it'll be John Wiggins. 2 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Man, he's making a lot of noise in this one. He's feeling really locked in at the plate right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, anybody could get 2. There ain't too many guys hitting north of 2 bombs in the game in the big leagues.
Hard hit to first. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Up next, John Wiggins. 3 hits in 3 trips to the plate for him so far.
Wiggins.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Baez has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 10 and the Mets 3. John Wiggins steps in once more as we look back at the big game he's already had. He got off to a fast start with 2 homers in the early going. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
3-run home run down the line and right. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in 1 game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in baseball.
Here's Javier Baez. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Popped him up. Odor has a play.
Got it.
2 gone.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
14-3 is the final score in this one. The Yankees put up a afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Yanks are looking to break out the brooms here at home.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Next, it'll be John Wiggins. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some...
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball the ballpark.
And now, John Wiggins. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. first pitch of the AB on its way. Lined into right, a base hit.
Find the ball.
And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Nice line drive.
So now here is John Wiggins, singled in his last at bat.
Wiggins.
From the stretch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field.
Heads off. Wall,
McDonald
wall, wall.
is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 7-5. High leverage at bat here, and standing in it'll be John Wiggins. And a big at bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. Urshela on at first, nobody out. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, his second of the game, as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Ready to take his hacks again, John Wiggins. Blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about anytime soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
Well-thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The 0-2 once more. On the ground to the right side. Reined in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And this remains a close one. It's 8-7. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. They'll be looking for something that could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-1 home. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th, but that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
A close one. 8-7 is how it finishes today. The New York Yankees jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back.